Excellencies, representatives of African Union member states, Chairperson, African Commission on Nuclear Energy, Executive Secretary, African Commission on Nuclear Energy, UN High Representative for Disarmament Affairs, development partners, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the commemoration of the 12th anniversary of the entry into force of the African Nuclear Weapons Free Zone Treaty, popularly referred to as Pelindaba. This treaty remains a critical building block to reaching a world free of nuclear weapons with the perspective and the context of the African continent. Through Pelindaba, the African Union member states have unequivocally demonstrated the full rejection of nuclear weapons. Member states have also decided to promote cooperation in the peaceful uses of nuclear science and energy to promote sustainable development in our countries. I therefore wish to use this opportunity to pay glowing tribute to the state parties of the treaty who have been working to implement the provisions of the treaty since signing. I also want to congratulate the African Union Commission on Nuclear Energy in particular for the coordination and technical support it continues to give to member states in implementing the treaty. Let me strongly appeal to member states who are yet to sign and ratify the treaty to do so, because this is the most appropriate time to collectively take action towards the full implementation and operationalization of Pelindaba. In the same vein, I wish to thank parties to the protocols to the treaty and urge those who are yet to ratify these protocols to also do so. Indeed, this will contribute to ensuring that Africa remains truly a continent free of nuclear weapons and serve as a signal to discourage those who are seeking weapons of mass destruction. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is recalled that the Peace and Security Council of the African Union, at its 837th meeting held in April 2019, stressed that the Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons, adopted by the United Nations in July 2017, serves as an instrument to comprehensively prohibit nuclear weapons. This continues to require the support of all member states of the United Nations to bring the treaty into force, among others, and called on African Union member states to speedily sign and ratify the UN treaty. We must continue to note that the treaty prohibiting nuclear weapons will advance international law on nuclear disarmament and is consistent with the goals of the Treaty of Pelindaba. It is consistent with the African Union commitment in Agenda 2063 for a peaceful and secure Africa. It is therefore necessary for us as member states of the African Union to continue to promote a permanent, a universal, and a verifiable global nuclear disarmament system that will be in tune with the key aspiration of the African Union for peace, for prosperity, and for stability. That is why it is pragmatic for AFCON to scale up its support and collaboration with all global organizations working in this field, particularly the UN Office on Disarmament Affairs, as well as the International Atomic Energy Agency. I wish to stress here that nuclear disarmament must go hand in hand with enhancing international cooperation for the peaceful application of nuclear science and technology. Africa must benefit and must not be left behind in this quest. Most of our member states do not have essential life-saving benefits of nuclear technology for medication, for agriculture, for disease control in the global pandemic that we're facing, and industry. And therefore, nuclear applications for environmental protection must continue to serve as an opportunity for our member states. I therefore wish to encourage AFCON to continue to support African Union member states to adopt a two-pronged approach that ensures the denuclearization of Africa while taking advantage of the advancement in nuclear science, nuclear energy, and for all peaceful purposes. We must work together in this domain. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the leadership of AFCON remains committed, and we in the Commission, particularly the Department of Political Affairs, Peace and Security that are head, will continue to work with the leadership of AFCON to make this two-pronged approach a reality. Excellencies, let me pose a question. What if the terrorists, the extremists, the insurgents, the insurrectionists, the rebels in the Sahel, in the Lake Chad Basin, in Mozambique, in the Horn of Africa, in Somalia, lay their hands on this very powerful technology? We must do all within our powers to ensure the full protection of nuclear science, only for peaceful uses and not to get into the hands of human traffickers or rebels or terrorists like Boko Haram or Al-Shabaab or Islamic State. We have the means to collectively take action and protect the integrity of nuclear science only for peaceful uses. As I conclude, Excellencies, I wish to once again congratulate all state parties for commitment to a world free of nuclear weapons, and are sure of the continued support of the African Union Commission. This is the main reason why the African Union leaders agreed to the Pelindaba Treaty. We must ensure that member states are capacitated to reap the benefits of nuclear science and technology in order for us to realize the Africa we want, the dream, the vision of a peaceful, of a secure, of a prosperous, united Africa. I really want to thank you for this opportunity, and I wish you the best as you commemorate the 12th anniversary of the Pelindaba